Oh my God. This looks like a nice storm.
I just got my groceries.
What?
Oh God, no!
Oh my God. I thought this was a normal storm. It's a violent storm! Oh! Okay,
I
well.
just picked up my groceries. I gotta get so many.
Who do you want to be?
So many $3 apples. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be Kyle.
I'll be Wade. Wade's got a comb.
No, this green goblin looking son of a bitch is taking me.
Don't worry, lady. We're coming. We're Kyle away. Here we go.
Your voice is like how all the guy teenagers in Teen Girl Squad used to be voiced.
Hey, you wanna come over and play my game?
Completely unintentional, but I love it. Oh wait, it's just one attack, right?
Yeah, it's so the
Jump and attack,
direction that you press the D-pad can change it, but B is going to be jump.
Got it.
And
your guy's
attack.
just a punching guy. I'm a kick guy.
Yeah,
got it. That's how it is.
It's one of those games where they keep the controls simple, but they add depth for the like direction that you actually press the button. And if you hit, which you got to be a little careful because I'm bad about doing it, but if you hit the jump and the attack at the same time, you'll do a super attack, but it takes health away, like in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
and X-Men.
Yeah. Really, like because this is also Konami, so really,
think
like all the
those
Konami
games
beat 'em
do
ups
that,
do that. Yeah.
Which is like yes and no, I guess.
Yeah, like I get it, like the risk reward to
Yeah.
it, but I feel like I mean I guess it is like an advanced thing. So it's like if you had like 4 friends, then it's like you could coordinate it a little bit. Or if you weren't playing with 4 people, like maybe you get good enough to where you're like, okay, here's where I can use it because there's like health right at this one particular spot. Because there are people that can do that where they'll like be able to just 1cc an entire beat 'em up. I fucking don't know how.
1cc?
Yeah, I forget the exact what CC exactly stands for. It's credit coin or something
Coin
like
credit,
that. Or
yeah.
Coin credit, yeah. I think it's something like that.
Chicken.
Or it's going to be something like
Actually, Carson,
Caesar coinus. It comes from Latin. I don't know.
I just think that there's a lot more depth to this beat 'em up game than you're giving it credit for. It's not just a game where people hit each other, okay? It's a social commentary, and you should be responsible enough to know that. People can't just like go on just playing games just because they want to play games, okay? You got to understand that this is an art form, and people make, it's $80. That's what it should be, It makes sense for it to be $80 because a lot of artists work on these things. And it makes sense. They gotta make a living. I'm trying to do it too, so you need to back the fuck off, man.
Okay, until you said the $80, I was like, damn. This sure sounds like the shit that you'd hear on this very channel like 10 years ago. But yeah, no, I get where you're coming from now. Yeah, that is such an insane argument. I want to pay more money for my video games, please.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you kidding me? No.
Like how fucking whipped do you got to be like, no, I'm actually gonna start like justifying fucking outright theft.
I'm not trying to knock. It's gonna sound like it. It's gonna sound like I'm being really mean. But like, is this just from people who have not had to pay bills entirely on their own? Like I'm not trying to be that like, oh, you live at home, because you know what, like. It's fucking rough out there, and I don't fucking blame you if you do.
$3 apples.
Like yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Bretsky fucking ran by the store before we started filming. He bought 2 apples. 2 apples. We're not talking about like
not organic.
Not even organic.
Like anything. And it's a regular ass grocery store. I wasn't at fucking Whole Foods or Straub's or anything like that.
Yeah.
Not a like I would have gladly paid that price if I went to like a local fucking mom and pop like Soulard Market or something, like, yeah, 100% I'll fucking support a small ass farmer's market. But at a fucking regular ass big motherfucking box grocery store, and I was like, I was looking. I was like, I'll get like a protein bar, and I was like, you know what? No, I kind of need to stop eating shit. That I kind of hate these things, and I'm just trying to be a little bit more wholesome.
They really do taste like sandpaper.
They're like they're just
or sawdust.
And I'm also like getting better about like what makes my fucking gut feel like absolute shit.
Also, if you pick up these little piglets, they turn into footballs you can throw.
That's awesome. It's a pigskin.
This game rules.
What do you know?
I picked the wrong guy. Oh, well, it's
little
fine.
footballs. Oh, shit. I just did like a fucking supercharged elbow attack.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying. If you hit like the timing on it's a little weird, but if you like hold to the left or like double tap to the left, sometimes you can do like a charging rush. I keep doing it by accident. But yeah, like you were saying, you were going to a chain grocery store just to run in, grab a couple things. It's not like these were... And to keep in mind, we are saying like just an apple. We're not talking like, oh yeah, it had caramel and nuts or like something crazy. No,
just a
fucking apple,
a raw ass apple that I could have just picked off of a fucking tree. But those are all owned by major farming conglomerates at this point. Yeah. Holy shit! It's fucking
Joe
Scissor Man. Or those are more like nail clippers. I should have given you that pizza. I'm sorry.
Nah, dude, don't worry about it.
Fuck you, dude. Oh shit! He's got Majin Boos. Holy shit. But yeah, to be so whipped that you're just like fucking arguing to justify the fucking robber baron mentality is a whole other level of like I'm sorry, man. I'm not gonna see eye to eye with you ever on stuff like this. So let's just I guess let's just leave it at that.
That's the thing too, is like I'm not happy about how much the Switch 2 costs, but I'm also not gonna sit here and tell people like I will boycott it forever. I will never buy one. Like,
no, if it ever goes down to like $100, I'll buy one.
I mean, even then, like I'm gonna be honest. Like when there is more games and when I am in a spot that I have some extra money, I'll pick one up. Hopefully that will be maybe towards the end of the year. But, you know, until then, I'm not happy that, like, it's so fucking expensive.
Sure.
Nor am I about to sit here and, like, the one thing that gets me more than people justifying it is there were all these people that came out and were like, we're going to boycott it. We are boycotting this. Do not support this in the industry, which... That message, I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess I get it. But then those very same people were the ones that like rushed home to be like, here's my impressions of Mario Kart World after playing for 30 seconds. It's like, okay, well.
Hey, like, man, you don't have to call out JT like that.
No, JT, no.
I'm joking.
I was going to say,
I'm joking.
JT was one of the ones that out front has always said,
He's
like,
always
I'm getting this day one.
Yeah,
like, there was never any ifs, ands, or buts. Hell, JT never complained about the price. He
didn't.
He was the one person that was like,
he was ready for
$500? Fuck, I had $600 set aside. This is awesome. Yeah. Whereas everybody else, like me, was going like, oh, $500. I had like $350 at most that I could swing for this. But like, 500's a lot. It's gonna have to wait. And the thing is too is like, there's stuff coming. It's Nintendo. I know I'm gonna like it. But at the same time...
I didn't know there's friendly fire.
It's like, it don't matter. But at the same time, it's like, waiting's not going to hurt me. Mario Kart's not going anywhere. Donkey Kong's not going anywhere.
Yeah, all those games are always going to be there.
Yeah, and like, they're Nintendo. They're not going to fucking go down in price, like, ever.
Oh, good point.
So that's kind of the other thing, too, is like, maybe instead of, like, all this crazy shit, especially because, too, there's been, I don't know if you saw this, it was just one location, but it's still bad. That like there was a midnight launch at one of these GameStops in like Staten Island where like their air conditioning broke in the back and it was so hot that the like sticky paper that they have for the receipts wasn't sticking. So they had to use a stapler and they had a shitload of switches and a shitload of people. So they were just like trying to improvise quickly. But because they stapled it onto the box, it punctured the like cardboard and fucked up the screens. And so there's a bunch of people that have Switch 2s now that they're having to get replacements because they have fucking
Holy
two
shit.
stapler holes punched into them. So
that could fucking penetrate the screen that bad, really?
yeah, apparently the boxes are that fucking
get that,
thin. So
a little health for you.
So appreciate you. So that's where I'm like, man, if you got issues like that, like, not like I would rather not be the guinea pig that has to like go through the first round of like hardware botches and shit, because that's not even an indictment on Nintendo. That's just how new hardware it always goes. You know, there's always going to be manufacturing defects in that first run.
One of my favorite stories that's kind of not 100% one-to-one with that, but it's just like a buyer beware, caveat emptor kind of thing. And it's an amazing clip because it's actually fucking a young Mark Rebier. The video where they're lined up to get the first Apple iPhone. Oh. And he was first in line.
Yeah, that was him, wasn't it?
It was. And he was like, it's so funny because he's like a teenager, and he's still Mark Rebier. So it's funny as fuck. And he's the first in line, and this woman is like, she's got fucking wads of cash, and she buys his seat in line. And he has to, go wait or whatever. Because she's going to, like, her plan is to buy, like, 10 fucking iPhones. And then she gets inside because she's the first one in there. And Mark's, like, so happy to accommodate. He's like, well, yeah, she's going to give me this much money. That's not a big deal. I'll wait for one. That's all good. And so he gets, like, a shit ton of money from her. I think she paid him, like, $1,000 or whatever for his spot in line. And she gets to the counter, and they're like, oh, it's only one per customer. You can't buy 10. And she's like, what? So she did that, and then they flip over to Mark, and he's like, yeah, so I had all this extra money, so I'm getting all these accessories. I'm getting the case. I'm getting the
oh man,
the screen protector.
I remember seeing that video. Yeah. I did not realize that was him.
Yeah, it's so
that's
fucking
hilarious.
Amazing.
He actually he posted a video yesterday.
He's coming. I sent it to Courtney too.
He's coming to St. Louis.
I know, man. I really want to go see it.
Yeah, Courtney was saying though that the venue he's going to is like tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Like,
oh, that's funny.
Yo.
Yeah, it came across my feed on YouTube, and I was like, oh shit, and had to text Courtney immediately. Goodbye. I look more like Blanca now. Oh. later, ref. Wolfsaul is ready.
Yeah, right? Fucking knockoff Zangief. So I told you that I started my my Let's Play. It's going to go on the Who Would Win channel. I'm going to for a little bit until we kind of like get back. We're building up our fucking library again, but we're kind of focusing on Dragoon and what's the other one he's doing? Skyrim right now.
Oh, he's still doing Skyrim?
Yeah. We're not doing the just building a house anymore. We're actually doing the Thieves Guild thing. So I'm like actually engaged with the storyline now. So it's better. It's gotten better. And we found volume 1 of the lizard porn. I forgot what the Argonian, the busty Argonian maid.
Oh yeah,
that Zach told us about.
I think I only did that one like once. There's a lot of side stuff in Skyrim I've never done.
Dude, the whole game is just side missions.
It really,
honestly,
that's most Bethesda games.
That's all of those fucking open world sandbox games are just, there's no main mission. It's all side missions.
That usually
don't
is
argue
the
with me
best stuff.
otherwise. That's not, there is no main mission. So I'm doing Mega Man Legends because I know you've told me to play it since fucking the dawn of time.
Hell yeah.
And I honestly don't know why I put it off. I think maybe it has. I am still kind of like getting used to the controls a little bit. I really don't mind it. It's just a memory thing. And I only got to do 2 like half-hour, 40-minute episodes yesterday because I'm just like my weekends are a little weird right now. Where Friday's not really my weekend, and then Saturday is like my only weekend day at this point right now.
Yeah.
But it's fine. I'm fucking balancing it as best I can. So I jumped into it, and what was the point of this? Oh, because the last boss we just fight was like Drigger or something. And, you know, in Mega Man Legends, they're called diggers. And it's just too I don't like that word.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too dangerously close to another word that I don't like and nobody should use.
Nobody that looks like us.
Yeah, okay, yeah, good point. And I'm just like sitting there, I'm like, God damn it, like fucking. And I'm trying to do all these different voices, and I don't want it to sound the wrong way,
you don't want
like,
it to. Yeah.
I might have to like change it to a different word. mud boy. I feel like that even sounds bad.
Oh yeah, no, that
God, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do. Mega Man, why did you do this to me?
Mega Man comes from a more innocent time. No, not really.
No.
I mean, it's not like they were trying to do something, you know,
Sure,
provocative, I guess you could call it.
What would you say? Because I was kind of like thinking this out loud when I was streaming it yesterday. Is Legends like your favorite in terms of like a series of Mega Man?
Honestly, yeah, I think so.
Even though it's only 2 games, but that doesn't
technically
matter.
3, but
Tron Bond.
because Tron Bond, but I mean that's.
I'd say that counts. That's 3.
Yeah.
No, don't fucking don't. Yeah.
Well, I say that because like it plays completely different from the other 2, and that's on purpose. Obviously.
Yeah. It's all mech suit based, right?
Yeah. Well, not all of it. That's the thing. Is like that's only a small part of the game because there's like
I've only seen little bits and pieces.
Yeah, like that's the part that actually does play like the rest of the Legends games, but there's a few different like smaller minigame modes basically. Like there's one where you have to go through like a dungeon, like a dungeon crawler basically, but instead of you attacking, you have the Metabots attack. Or the I forget what they're called. Serve bots. That's it. Thank you. Metabots is like an anime, I think.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say I used to watch that on the Fox Box like way back in the day. Or
This
Fox Kids. Or something.
sidebar. This boss character looks really familiar. Maybe it's just because it's a Konami thing, and maybe he's in another game or whatever. But
I think it's because of the yellow. He almost looks like he's got the fucking suit from the end of Aliens.
well, I guess it's that.
But like on his body more, I guess.
I don't know. There's something about like and especially like the way he like came into the stage.
He does kind of come in like Baxter Stockman does at the end of the first level of Turtles in Time.
Maybe that's what I'm just thinking of.
The Big Apple, 3 a.m.
So Legends is going to be your go-to series?
I would say so,
Yeah.
just because, like, even though there is only 3 games, and it's mainly, like, I like the second, and Tron Bonds, it can be fun, but it's honestly mainly the first that I really love. I just fucking adore that game.
Yeah. I fucking love the cutscenes, the voice acting. The art style is just really fucking charming. It's just absolutely fucking charming.
There was a very brief period in time where video games could do the thing where, like, if you wanted a character to talk or emote, instead of having to fully animate the face, you would just have, like, essentially an image that goes over it, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
And that's what Legends does, and I really, really love it. Like, just that kind of, like, almost an anime aesthetic to it.
It is, yeah.
And
it's very.
It's so good.
I was trying to put like a comparison to it yesterday. I was like, this does a really good job of kind of blending the original Mega Man and the X like aesthetic, especially with Mega Man's what's his actual Volnut's armor. Is a really good kind of in between, but it's still got this kind of like chunky anime style. And I was trying to think it honestly almost just like that 4Kids anime style where it's real. It's not like wildly disproportional in terms of like body styles, but like some
It's
characters are a
stylized.
little bit. Yeah.
Like their features tend to be accentuated. Like you'll have your bigger characters are kind of shaped like a refrigerator, but then your smaller ones, if they're supposed to be short and fat, they're like almost a little square. But if they're tall and lanky, it's everyone is kind of like a shape, but without just being a boring basic shape.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And I think a lot of that too comes from the limitations at the time, which is in my book, that's a good thing. That's part of why it's
Great thing.
so damn charming.
Learn to use what you have instead of infinitely having open possibilities that just cripple your ability to really understand anything about the world you're trying to build. You're trying to do too much, you know?
There really always has been, and I think there always will be, an obsession of trying to make video games look as realistic as possible. And with very, very few exceptions, I feel like that usually doesn't age very well.
Yeah.
And a lot of those exceptions come from, like, I would say maybe Grand Theft Auto. Like, I love Vice City, like, in terms of how it looks and stuff, but, like, I mean, the missions in that game are booty cheeks. But, like, San Andreas, I think San Andreas is
these
the one that
guys.
still fucking holds up out of all those old, like, that era of Grand Theft Auto. But then...
Was that one before or after Vice City?
That was the one after Vice City.
Okay.
And then...
And Vice City was still on PS2, right?
Yeah, and so was San Andreas.
Oh, San Andreas was also? Damn.
Yeah.
So they had... PS2 had 3 Vice and San Andreas?
So they had, there was a whole trilogy of games. That's what makes it so crazy, is that, like, PS2 had 3 full-ass Grand Theft Auto games.
Yeah, and now you get one every, like, fucking millennium.
Basically, yeah, like, every decade. Like, I knew that 6 would not be out this year, but I will be shocked if it makes it next year. Like, honestly.
Bro. This guy's fucking nuts.
Yeah, he's kicking our ass.
He's flexing on us.
But yeah, like a lot of I would really say like the 360 era, there are so many games that like they really tried to go. That was when they really pushed, like, we want to make our games look as realistic as possible. So then you go back and like not every game, but most games on the 360 from like 2005 to like 2009, 2010, maybe even later than that.
Definitely those early ones.
They all look brown. It's brown and bloom. You got a lot of brown everywhere, and you got a lot of bloom, so it just looks like someone's blasting light on a land full of dirt and turds.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, yeah.
Like, I'm not a fan of that. I wasn't a fan of it when it was new, and now, like, with time, it's just looked worse and worse and worse.
That's what I like. Honestly, I'm really, because I guess it's just because it's easier for me to have been doing these solo runs on my little PS1 mini. But like, I have gotten to a place where I so much more enjoy and personally do think that the stylization of the PS1, N64, Dreamcast era, and even into the gen after that, the PS2, OG Xbox kind of stuff, I honestly think like that stuff holds up so much better, even though people will say like, oh, fucking rough, these polygons, like smooth them out, dude, smooth them out. It's like, no, man, give me those on the fucking CRT with the fucking, like, you're optimizing it for lesser technology, and even on cleaner technology, I'd rather look at the fucking raw ass pixels than trying to like apply the smooth out filters and shit.
Oh, they look terrible.
I think
too.
It looks fucking awful. When
it
you
does,
do that.
yeah. Like, oh, I hate them. That was the first thing before we started this that I wanted to make sure, like, they're totally turned off.
Yeah, I
Is
can't.
any of
I can't
those
really
like
stand that shit.
I think they're called like bilinear filters or something.
Yeah.
Or that's at least one of them, because I think there's like bilinear, trilinear. Basically, where it looks like someone printed off a screenshot of your game and then proceeded to like almost take watercolors and like
Yeah.
blend it all together. Like, I get the intent, but this is not like, I get the intent behind the filter, but that was never the intent behind the art, and it looks awful.
Yeah, they're like they turn the sharpness way down and try to use like a blur effect in order to make it look like, oh yeah, I'm hiding the imperfections. It's like, no, man, that's the building block of the character model or the background. Like, you need that stuff.
That was something
that adds the richness.
That was something that for a long time kind of had problems explaining to people when I used to run some like different Discords and stuff. There were people that would be like, oh, these sprites from this game, man, I don't know what they were doing. That looks fucking terrible. It's just terrible. It's awful design. I don't know what they were doing. And it's like, okay, but you're looking at it through a modern monitor.
Mm-hmm.
You are not looking at it through a CRT. That's the problem here. Like, what you are seeing, they literally could not see. And no one could, because they looked right, like, on the CRT. Like, man, one of the biggest examples, I think, like, easiest is when you look at like an RPG like Chrono Trigger, or like even like one of the Final Fantasies. Like, I would say, fuck, I think 3 does it, so several of them, where in the like character portraits, if you look at them at like a modern display, or like a hell, if you even play like one of the re-releases and you don't have any like the filters or anything turned on, they'll look like super pixelated.
Yeah,
and like someone just downscaled it. But it's like, then you see how it's supposed to be on a CRT, and it not only looks better, but you can see a bunch of the little like extra things that you thought were initially like artifacts from scaling down an image. Like, those were there intentionally because it gave extra color or made certain
facial contours.
Yes,
yeah.
It makes things pop.
They were designing for the output as well, not just the game cartridge and artwork. They were actually designing for. So yeah, it's like, is it truly timeless because it can't like make up for the new, displays and resolutions? I guess you could make that argument or whatever, but
you could. But I also think that it goes to show why some of the stuff that, and this might be some rose-tinted glasses, I won't pretend, but I think it shows why some of the stuff from that 360 era hasn't aged well, because that stuff was made for HD.
Yeah.
And that's all still compatible. That all still works. That all still looks like it should have the day that it came out today. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
Whereas now, like, if you try to plug in your Super Nintendo, unless you have an adapter or whatever, like, it's probably not going to work on your TV. That's part of why they're so cheap. All they have is HDMI anymore. The last level. The museum.
We going to the museum, baby, with Indiana Jones. We belong in a museum.
Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Meow. What's up, Stewie?
That, man, I know it's been like a year or two since that last Indiana Jones came out, but it still fucks me up. Because I think about when Crystal Skull came out, and everybody was like, man, he is so old. He is so old in
and
this
he
movie.
Still did another one?
Yeah, that's the thing. Almost like 20 years later. Like 15 or whatever. Because like Crystal Skull came out in like 2008, I think.
Yeah.
And so then 15 years later, you do another one. And even with all the like digital enhancements and all that bullshit, it's still like, oh my God.
Is it like...
I haven't seen the new one, so I have no idea.
The game is Great Circle. The movie was Dial of Destiny?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Which is funny. I like Indiana Jones and his circular objects.
He loves circles. I love lasagna.
Great Circle was, well, great though. Like that was, I did not, man, everything I saw leading up, I was like, this is going to be one of those games where like the cutscenes and stuff are cool, but
did we play that on the show or no?
No, you clued me in.
We did the
that
PS2
old LucasArts
game.
one.
Yeah,
and that one was pretty neat too. I have not finished it.
Yeah.
Because that game's actually pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like, you really got to figure out what it wants you to do in every level, or you're just not going to make it. Because it doesn't play exactly like the old Tomb Raiders. Like, I think it plays better than that because it doesn't have, like, the tank controls.
Sure.
You got, like, more control over a lot of aspects. But at the same time, it, like, wants you to do the same, like, Tomb Raider thinking, but with, like, faster combat. And I'm not going to say it doesn't work. It does. But it's a lot harder. Like, you really got to kind of know, like, what the game wants you to do and when it wants you to do it to make it all, like, coalesce, or else you're just going to get fucked.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to check out that James Bond trailer I sent you all?
No, I didn't yet. No, sorry.
No, it's cool.
So it's a new game. Is it like an original story?
It's a brand new game. It's an original story, and it's about, like, when he very, very first became James Bond.
Okay.
And the little bit of it that I've seen, I'm like, damn, I think I would fuck with this.
Yeah.
Like, because the big thing about it, like, in the trailer, it shows, like, driving and shooting and stuff. But the big thing that they keep saying is, like, we had to convince MGM and Amazon, like, this is not just going to be another shooting game. Like, you're going to be doing a lot more than just that.
Does Amazon own the rights now too?
They own MGM, yeah.
Oh, god fucking damn it.
So the people that are behind it are the same people that are behind those Hitman games I like. I think I showed you on stream one night. The one where, like, you're walking around and there's all this crazy shit that you can do to, like, kill your target.
Mm-hmm.
That's the people that are making this James Bond game, and that's why I'm kind of excited for it. Because, like, of all the studios that could do a James Bond game and actually make it, like, different, like, not just walking around with a gun trying to recapture GoldenEye.
Yeah, we need to not do that anymore.
This,
we're over it.
This is the studio to do it.
Yeah.
Like, granted, I think it'll be cool, too, to play a game from them where I can fucking follow what's going on in the story, because I couldn't tell you what the fuck is happening in Hitman. It's just like, there's a guy, and he kills better than you do. It's like, okay. And then you meet up with him, and the guy's like, so I don't really kill better than you do, and I'm kind of scared of you, so I'm just going to go. And 47's like, oh, okay, bye. I'm going to go kill someone else. Like, that's all I got out of the story, but I don't care because the game was so damn fun.
Yeah.
Because it's almost in a way kind of like a little bit of a puzzle where you got to, like, kill your guy or kill the target, but also not, like, damn. But also not get caught, or at least escape if you do get caught.
Is this guy's name Red Freddy?
Yeah. Are you ready, Freddy?
My name's Larry.
Gotta come up with fake names. I'm gonna be Wade. I'm gonna be Kyle. I want to be Kyle, but you're Wade.
Oh, here's the real.
Help me.
Help me. I'll show you no mercy.
God,
there we go.
yes. It's killed.
So we're in the sky now?
Yeah, Geld's moved his museum to the sky. It's the sky
Museum in the sky keeps on flying. These artifacts are dying. You know, there's something else I was going to say about a thing that we were talking about at one point, but I don't remember what it was anymore. But it's okay.
It was a real journey.
It was. It's about the friends you made along the way.
Did I tell you?
No.
Or did I ever tell you about that, or show you the Journey arcade game from the 80s?
No.
It's kind of wild. It totally sucks.
Cool.
But when it came out, Separate Ways was their latest single, and it was, like, really huge.
The Journey, the band,
Yeah.
the game. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Not the Journey game on PS3. That's apparently like some kind of work of art that I've never played. and
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
never will.
It's like a limbo kind of not like
where
Limbo.
it's more art.
Yeah, it's more art.
Your
for the sake of-
experience and
it's
and
not really
art.
about the gameplay.
Yeah,
necessarily.
yeah, exactly. Whereas this was a total like
Steve Perry using his ultra special beam cannon.
damn near.
He's
Like
got a-
it's so there's like 6 mini games, and it's 5 of them you're playing as each member of the band,
Nice.
and it has like really very poorly cut out images of their heads on like really goofy little bodies. But if you beat all 5 mini games, you get to go to the last one, which you have to you play as a bodyguard that is trying to keep aliens from rushing the stage while Journey plays Separate Ways. And what's kind of cool about it is it's the actual Separate Ways song. It's not like a digital version or like, you know, they recreated it for the game, so it's just boop, boop, boop. It's the actual song, and the way that they got it to work is in the arcade machine itself was an actual cassette player. And so whenever that level would start, the cassette player would take off, and there was an extra speaker in the arcade machine that would play that song.
That's fucking wild.
It's really cool. Like, you can put any cassette tape in it, and it'll work. It doesn't
Hell
have to be
yeah.
the Journey one. The problem, though, is that's the hard... Like, that whole game is hard because it's kind of dog shit.
yeah.
And that particular mini game is the hardest of them all. I've tried several times. I can't make it to the chorus. Like,
Damn.
it just rushes you with shit. And so sometimes I think about the fact that, like, when this game was actually out in arcades, how fucking miserable people that ran arcades must be here in the first... Assuming people could even get to it. That's the other thing, too.
Here we stand.
Yeah. Hearing...
Worlds apart.
And then
Here
yeah.
we stand.
It's-
Worlds up. Damn it. Here we stand.
Like the second, that's the thing though, it's the second that you lose, it doesn't let you try again. You have to play through all 5 of the other ones too.
Wait. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I was like, how are they gonna fucking rewind the cassette tape that quickly?
Yeah, it rewinds on its own. Like, it's actually a pretty cool little thing that they made work with it. There's just like the Journey machines, most of them don't exist anymore because back then when you ran an arcade, you would buy a cabinet.
Hey, I wanted the girl.
Yeah, I don't know why I got her, but okay.
I like the fucking Kuwabara knockoff guy
Yeah.
driving the car.
But
Why don't you get in? Keiko. Was it?
But yeah, back then, like when you would run an arcade, whenever a game wasn't producing, instead of buying a whole new cabinet, you would just buy a single, like a conversion kit.
Yeah.
And you would just take the board out of the old one, slap the new one in, put the new stickers on the side, and then that was it.
Nice.
Like, so as a result, there's a lot of like games that didn't get reproduced a lot with like that Journey one, because I mean it kind of sucked. And also Separate Ways, like I love that song, but
Oh, that's one of their best songs.
in like the 80s when it was new, it's like that's the big hit for the summer, and then
Yeah.
you know, well, who gives a shit, everybody's on to the next thing. But yeah, so we're getting beat up. We beat the
That-
game.
Can I say it before we go off air? One of my favorite things about Worlds Apart, and I actually learned this from back in the day. I was a huge Foo Fighters fan, and when the In Your Honor album came out, they did this thing to promote it called 24 Hours of Foo on MTV2, and it was just them hanging out at the studio in Times Square, where like TRL and shit was filmed, and they just
yeah.
took over the studio for the night, and they still did like their regular like MTV blocks of like shit.
Programming.
Yeah, but it was like them
Hosting, basically.
doing it. Yeah, so they still did Headbangers Ball, but Dave did like an interview with like the Suicide Girls and watched some videos and stuff, and they did like their version of Total Request Live and stuff. And Taylor, rest in peace, wanted to watch the Journey Separate Ways video. They did like a guilty pleasures thing or whatever.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And Taylor was like, dude, the video for Separate Ways is so good. And I've always wanted us to do this in one of our videos. There's this scene in the Separate Ways video where they all like, they're lined up, like standing behind each other, but they're also like slightly elevated, and they all look at the camera at the same time.
Yes.
And
I know what you're talking about.
It's so fucking good. And they finally did it in the video for White Limo, like 3 albums later.
Really?
They finally did it. They just went to like random warehouse location and it's just one scene, just because Taylor always wanted to do that in a
That's
video.
so fucking funny. Yeah, Separate Ways, that music video, that was the one at work, like a couple months ago. They needed me to test like remoting from your computer onto whatever display we had in the conference room.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I want to make sure sound works, so I put on the Separate Ways music video. And that was my way of like, I let the whole thing play, and I was like, yeah, there's like one drop in here, but otherwise it's been fine.
Looking good.
And so I just set like a picture on my phone to my bosses, and I was like, it's working.
There's Steve
Like,
Perry
send
just
me it. Yeah, all my boss didn't send back like, thank you, or like, oh, okay, or even like, please don't do that with the conference room. All he sent me back was, fuck yeah, Steve Perry. I was like, hell yeah, that's what's up.
God damn. Oh shit! One more quick story, because we're talking about Journey, and this is funny to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've told you this before, but back in my Bucks days, I had a day that was just like it was a particularly like shitty day, and everything was like so far behind, and I was like behind on getting my people their breaks and shit. It was when I was a assistant store manager. And I was trying to get people their breaks, but I also still had to like pull sandwiches, and pulling sandwiches was like me time. I'm
Right.
able to like go into the back of house and just like turn on my fucking music. And it was when I had like a little like a container, so I'd put my phone in there, so it'd like be a homemade speaker or whatever. So I did that, and I was just in a mood, so I just put on fucking Faithfully. And I put it on loop, and I think I listened to Faithfully like 3 times or 4 times to do my sandwich pull. And one of my coworkers came back, and she was like, is this song really long, or you just listen to this over and over again? I was like, yeah, I just got on loop. I'm in this mode right now. And I'm leaving, and she was my opener. Her and I are leaving at the same time. She gets into her car. I'm walking to my car, and she's like, Brett, come over here. And she cranks up the radio. She's like, guess what's playing? And, like, that was just like, just one of those moments that you just like fucking take in, and you're like, God damn.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it. That's hilarious. Faithfully. Faithfully, the end of the episode. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
We survived the violent storm. Ah!
Bye.